Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video I wanted to do something a little bit different. I have a special event to get ready for, and so I did my makeup and hair and just yapped to you guys for a very long time. This might be a really long video editing it back, so I hope you guys just like this really, you know, chill get ready with me. Today is Everett's birthday, so we're going out to dinner for his birthday, so I just wanted to just chit chat like we were hanging out as friends while I got ready today. Let's get right on into it. Mwah! Alright, I figured I'd just do a bit of a different kind of video on my channel because I've been wanting to add more other things in. I know that you guys mostly just click on the thrift videos, so for those of you that are here right now, thank you so much. This is gonna just be a chatty, random get ready with me, and I'll link all the stuff down below that I used on my face. Don't get me wrong, I love doing thrift videos, like they are my favorite to do. Sometimes you just get bored, you know, like creatively. I feel like it's very repetitive. Even though I find different things every time, like just the process of, sorry, a lot of text messages today. Like the thrifting and then the try on and all the things gets repetitive. I need to like switch it up sometimes. So I was thinking actually about doing more videos that or even just me chatting about like topics. It'd be fun to do obviously more like fashion type chit-chatty topics because obviously my audience is into looking and dressing cute. Today is a very special day because it's Everett's birthday. We're going to go out to dinner down in Roseville, which is about an hour away from where I live. More of like the city versus where I live in the country. Since we are back on our keto lifestyle, it kind of is harder to eat out because you can't have carbs and you can't have sugars. If anyone has done keto, you know that like sugar is in almost everything. I swear it's like crazy the amount of stuff that has sugar that you'd never suspect, like any sauces, ketchups, like anything like that. So it's like you can't get anything that has any sort of like sauce or marinade or anything. And then obviously no breads, no potatoes, no pastas, so it's just sometimes kind of challenging to eat out. So we decided that we would go to a new, well, not new to us, I guess, a new place in Roseville called, that's a Brazilian barbecue. I don't know if you guys have ever done Brazilian barbecue, but it's so fun. We usually do it when we're in Las Vegas, but it's basically like, well, they have a big salad bar, so you can go and get all the different things at the salad bar, which we love because then we can like choose, you know, obviously we can't have pasta salad, potato salad, things like that, but then they have like Caesar salads and stuff that we can do, and just different like greens, and you can choose it yourself, so that's really great for keto. And then also, and then they come around with like I'll put a photo here, like barbecue meat skewers, and you have a little thing that's like red or green, meaning if you want more or not, because it's like all you can eat. And then so you come around and they slice off a few little pieces of meat, and then the meats always rotate, so they have all sorts of different types of meat, you know, like prime ribs, steak, shrimp, chickens, pork, all sorts of different things, and then they just give you a little 2 or 3 pieces at a time, and then you eat that, and then you wait for the next skewer to come around. So it's really fun. It's kind of like interactive, and it's good for keto because I don't think a lot of the meats are like super marinated. I would say they have more of like a rub on them, but they're not like, we also love to do Korean barbecue, but mostly all of the Korean barbecue meats are heavily marinated, especially the ones we like are like very much like teriyaki sauce, which has a crazy amount of sugar, and different barbecue sauces and things, so we can't do Korean barbecue. So we figured it'd be fun to do the Brazilian barbecue. Let me know if any of you guys are like this, but in the wintertime I very much turn into like a hermit. Like I think I have the seasonal thing, seasonal disorder or whatever. When I don't get that much sun, I feel like I get very like kind of depressed and mopey and sad depending on the weather and things like that. And it hasn't really hit me yet, but I also, whenever it's like cold and dreary out, I just am like antisocial and I want to be at home and I don't do anything, which is funny because then I don't see anyone and then I'm like sad. It's like a cycle. But yeah, it's kind of fun in the, at least that we have some little holidays that we can dress up for. I feel like I haven't really been getting dressed that much. And granted, I've been feeling very emotional over the election. And so I think I just needed some downtime to kind of like let things settle and let my thoughts settle and not just kind of like, okay, business as usual, because I definitely don't feel that way. Everyone I haven't done like a dress update night in quite a while, and we like to do that every once in a while. I recently got this little e.l.f. Single shadow at Target. And I think they're trying to dupe the Moon Dust from Urban Decay. This is in Space Cowboy. And they kind of look similar in the pan, but I don't think that they are a dupe. The Space Cowboy is not very like pigmented. It's kind of like a soft like shimmery layer, but I've heard that it's not exactly the same, even though they look very kind of like similar in the pan. I feel like I've seen the swatches and this one's a bit like still more like opaque, and this is more of like sheer watercolor. I think I'll try to do kind of this and then add in this one. I want to go to Trader Joe's because they have these like new little fondue cups, and it's like 5 fondue cheeses in a little cup, and it looks really good. I follow a few Instagram accounts that are like, do you guys follow those? It's like Costco stuff, and it's like new things at Costco, or like I follow a few different accounts that are like new things at Trader Joe's. I'm a Trader Joe's hoe. And Everett's gonna go to Guitar Center and pick out like, I think he wants like a special effects thing for his birthday present from me, like a little special effects pedal or something. I don't know what it is, to make his guitar sound differently. You guys, this is the first time I've done my hair straight in like such a long time. I feel like a few months, honestly. It's been so long since I've done my hair like curly or blow dried straight. It's crazy. I feel like my hair has definitely grown even just in the few months. The reason I started doing it is because I want my hair to grow, and I used to not only like blow dry my hair almost every single day, but I'd also curl it almost every day or flat iron it. Like I would never not use heat on my hair, and so I'm trying to give it a break and do all of the different like oil treatments and see if I can get it to grow with less heat on it, and I feel like it has. I really do. Okay, that is pretty. It definitely is not the same, but it's similar. I would say it's more of a silver reflect too. It's different, but I definitely still like it. I think it's gorgeous. That's pretty. And I think it's been fun that I've been embracing like my natural hair texture, because I literally have never done that. Like I used to when I was in maybe like middle school, and I didn't really know what I was doing. And then after that, I literally have just straightened and fried my hair forever. And then I started wearing extensions in high school, and I feel like I never stopped. Once I started wearing extensions, I think like my senior year. I'm gonna do my eyeliner off camera because I cannot talk and do my eyeliner at the same time. Guys, I officially had to switch over to my winter foundation color. I just bought a new one at Target yesterday. I like a little more like luminous foundation in the fall, winter, even like spring when it's not hot. And then obviously in the summertime, I just get way too sweaty, I would say, for a luminous, lighter weight foundation. So I just like something that's like a little bit more matte in the summertime. But I will say I like a matte under eye. I've tried, which is weird because I think that like once you start to age a bit and you get those little like fine lines on your under eyes, a more luminous foundation, a more luminous concealer is supposed to be better. But to me, there's nothing better than the original Tarte Shape Tape. I never found a better concealer than the Tarte Shape Tape. For me, it's just the best. So for some other videos I've been thinking about filming, maybe I'll ask you guys and see if you guys are interested. I thought it'd be fun to just go over kind of like sometimes like my wish list or things that I want to buy that maybe I haven't but like are steady on my mind. Always love talking about my Pinterest inspiration like photos or just inspiration photos in general. I save a fashion inspiration board on Instagram as well for each season. And so I have a bunch of different creators saved on a specific board on my Instagram as well as Pinterest. I could always do favorites because I have a lot of favorites that are obviously nothing to do with my thrifted finds. I mean, maybe sometimes it has a thrifted find in there, but you know, just other things that are just random, like housewares and all sorts of different things that I could chat about as well. It's super helpful if you guys let me know if any of those things sound interesting to you. And then obviously I love doing vlogs, so I am going to start vlogging again. I'm feeling a little bit better. Thank you guys all for being so concerned about my health stuff. I still don't know what's going on, and to be honest, I really don't enjoy my healthcare provider. But unfortunately, in where I live is a small town, and I called, even to get into this healthcare provider, it was next to impossible. There was no one taking new patients, like, in my entire town. Like, all of the doctors were not taking new patients. And for a second, they told me I was gonna have to drive to North Lake Tahoe, which is like an hour and a half away through, like, it's not an easy drive. It's not just like get on the freeway and go. It's like windy, like, terrain. And I was like, that is crazy that my closest, like, just like ordinary doctor is an hour and a half away. If I have like strep throat or something, I have to drive an hour and a half. That's insane. So yeah, I barely got into this doctor that I have now as it is. So I'm just worried about trying to find a new doctor, if that's even like on the table of possibilities, because it has been maybe like 1.5 to 2 years. I don't love the entire office, to be completely real with you. My doctor did tell me to go to physical therapy, so I went to physical therapy for a little over 6 weeks. And on my last appointment before ending my last appointment, they found out that I had a rib that's out of place, like a slipped rib, which is what happened to me right before April of 2023. So I've had that issue for the entire time, so like 1.5 years. The amazing people at my physical therapy, the man cracked my back and put my rib back in place. And then they obviously, since it was my last appointment, they were like, you should definitely come back. We should keep going on your appointments. At least I found out like what happened or what is wrong with me in my back. So I haven't seen my girl since before Halloween. I like love her though. She's so sweet and great, and like honestly, she's someone I could consider like being friends with. She just seems like the most awesome person. So yeah, I haven't seen her in a little while, but it was good to know that what was going on with my upper back was a slipped rib for 1.5 years. With my fatigue and stuff like that, I don't really know what's going on still, because I got my blood work done and then I never heard back from my provider, and I called and asked to talk to her and was like, hey, I just want to check my blood results, because I did see on my blood results that there was a few things that were like highlighted in red that looked like the margins were high on the test. I think it was like my thyroid. It looked like it was hypothyroid, which would make sense because both my mom and my grandma have hypothyroid, and they both were diagnosed with it in their like mid-30s. It's like so hard to ever know what it is that's really causing things. So that's where I'm at with that, and thank you guys all so much. I don't know if I have fibromyalgia. I have no idea. And thank you guys all for those that like do have fibromyalgia and have reached out and like just been understanding that my videos have been really slow lately and that I haven't been feeling my best. I appreciate you guys, and I'm sorry. I've also been really busy with all the dogs. Like 3 dogs is quite a lot. If you guys have watched my vlogs, I've explained to you guys kind of like what's going on, because Tegan's 14, so she has a lot of like just medical things, because, well, she's actually coming up on 15. She'll be 15 in April, so she's like 14 and a half. She's going deaf. She's blind in one eye. She's super skinny, so she gets really cold. And now we found out recently that she has arthritis in one of her shoulders. So poor Babes is just like constantly needing something. And then we are dog sitting for Everett's cousin for a month, a French bulldog, who's super sweet, but like there's just dynamics between the dogs that like are constantly, we have to be paying attention constantly. And then Mochi is obviously a puppy, so she gets into things quite often, and we have to discipline her for, you know, attempting to get into the trash and chewing on things. Or she comes in my beauty room here, actually right where I'm at, because there's a window right behind you guys, and she wants to look out the window, so she'll come in my beauty room, but she gets up on my vanity and all my makeup is like right here, so she knocks over all of these like makeup palettes and like makes a huge mess when I'm not home. And so I cannot forget to close the door when I leave, because this room is like her favorite little spot to look out and see like what's going on outside. I'm constantly having to come in here and kind of like clean up whatever she knocked over, which is kind of annoying. The holidays are coming up and figuring out where we're going. My uncle is my dad's twin brother, like identical twin, and he lives in the same town as us, and so luckily, like whenever I'm feeling like sad or missing my dad, he's been really great about having me over and inviting me to do things and like keeping me connected into their lives. And so I think possibly we'll be celebrating Thanksgiving over at their house. And I have 2 cousins. I love going over there and getting to spend time with my cousins. I feel like not only could we be cousins, but also friends. Like my one cousin, I love her so much. We just don't live near each other. She lives in Southern California. So hopefully she'll be up for Thanksgiving. She lives in Southern California and she's graduating from nursing school, which is so amazing. So in December, mid-December, we're gonna go to her graduation, which is awesome. And then also the same weekend is Everett's company party for his Christmas party. And so it's perfect because we'll already be down there for my cousin's graduation, and then we'll go to his company party, which is always super fun. They do like a pretty big Christmas thing every year. And then we figured since we're already down there, we'll just make it into a week vacation, and we're gonna stay in San Diego. So we will be driving from San Diego up to like LA area, but that way we can actually bring the girls, the dogs. We got an Airbnb that was dog friendly, which is super fun. And then we're just gonna check out San Diego because I haven't been to San Diego in so many years. We will be doing, I'll definitely be vlogging while we're there. All right, you guys, I am going to put on my eyelashes and probably style my hair, and then I'll come back and show you guys the final look. And I hope that you guys enjoy just like letting me yap. I definitely can yap, that's for sure. Let me know too if this is something that you want me to do more regularly, just like getting ready and yapping. Maybe like once a month video. All right, you guys, it's been maybe like an hour. Everett and I actually just played a little bit of like Mario Kart to pass some time. And then I did my hair and changed into my outfit. If I will put a photo of my outfit right here just because you aren't gonna be able to see the whole thing. But yeah, I'm just wearing this like gray sweater dress that I just recently thrifted for $3. I'm gonna do kind of a pinky lip. So I love, this thing is, obviously you guys can see I love this one. It's a Sephora lip liner. I honestly really love their lip liners. I think that they're really good. This is Sephora in number 11 Rose. It's just kind of like a dusty pink. I recently got 2 different lip kits on TikTok Shop. I hadn't bought anything from TikTok Shop. A few of you guys have told me that you've gotten things on TikTok Shop, but I didn't know what the return policies were, but I couldn't find this deal anywhere else, and it was better than the deals at Ulta and Sephora. You only got 3 for like the same price. So I got all of these Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Plumps right here, like $25 to $30 each. And there was a deal on TikTok Shop that had like 5 for like 40 or something, and then like 4, and then another one was like 4 for some 30 or something. I don't know. But they're all different colors too, so I got both of them. Maybe this one. This is called Peony. Mentioned I also wanted to go to Nordstrom Rack, and he was like, ooh, me too, I need new shoes. So we're leaving a little early to go to Nordstrom Rack. This one's kind of a cool toned pink, but I just love these. They're like super juicy and glossy, and then after the gloss wears off, it still leaves you with like some color on the lip, you know? I'm just gonna do a tiny bit more. Do I need more blush? No, I'll leave it, I'll leave it. I'm gonna touch up my under eye really quick. Doing like my T-zone. For special occasions, I love this fragrance. I ended up getting this from Twisted Lily. I love Twisted Lily. They have like the best fragrances. And so yeah, I ended up doing like a little collab with them and got this. This is Montal Intense Cafe. It smells so nice. It's like a very like candy jammy rose with just a slight hint of oud. I went to Europe. Tinge of like a coffee essence to it, very, very slight. And then this is a fragrance oil that smells almost exactly like it. This is expensive, but this was like maybe $25 on Amazon. And honestly, the Mancera Rose Gourmond smells really similar to this. I wouldn't say they're exactly, but they're really close, like definitely close. But since it's a special occasion, I'm gonna go with this guy, Tanasuk. I don't know. I'll link it down below, but if you put an oil on underneath your fragrance lasts a lot longer because perfume does better on moisturized skin. This one lasts forever too, and it's definitely a projector. It's pretty beast mode, which in the winter I like a beast mode.